Hello and welcome everybody to another MachoorTV video. Today it's the time of the year, time of the season actually, to discuss the tier list, the Street Fighter 6 tier list in season 2. I know that I have already posted an early tier list that was in the first month of the game, but ever since then there has been some changes, multiple changes actually for multiple characters. Some of these characters have matured definitely. We got Terry, we got Bison, there are some characters that were added. So I just wanted to update you guys and see, show you guys my opinion on the tier list right now. And this is not only like my own experience. This is actually from, the tournaments. I've watched a lot of tournaments. Just right now, the Singapore Super Premier has just finished. So we got an obvious winner an obvious character winner in that tournament. We have watched multiple tournaments, so I know the competitive scene, I know the tournament scene. Of course, I put that in my consideration, and I've also put my own experience into consideration also.
This video is brought to you by Fury Arcade. Also, you can now easily book your next coaching session or one of the other coaching services available in the link in the description below.
So, first of all, let's maybe just say something. I don't think that any character in this game is bad. I don't think there is a C, like a D row. I don't think there is a D tier in this game. Everybody is good, but however, there are some characters that are obviously better than everybody else. Okay, there are characters that are consistently always dominating tournaments again after tournament after tournament, and they are clearly more consistent and more powerful than the other characters, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start from the bottom to the top. So I'm gonna surprise you guys from the beginning. I know some people might disagree with me from here, but I know that this character, as I said, none of these characters are bad. However, I genuinely think that the worst character in this game is currently Marissa. I genuinely think so. When was the last time you actually fought Marissa in like a high, if you're a master or something like that, when was the last time you fought Marissa? It's like she's like extinct. You don't see Marissa at all in online, don't see Marissa at all in tournaments. It's kind of crazy that you see Ryu and you don't see Marissa in tournaments anymore, because the character, I don't think that she received some meaningful changes. I think that over time people have figured out how to deal with her. People have figured out how to deal with her shenanigans, with her stuff. The only thing that's going on for her is that she has like good damage, like crazy damage, and she has she's easy to use. She's easy to use, easy to win with. I'm not really sure. Is she consistent? No, I don't think that she's consistent. I don't think that she's easy to win with either at a high level. Somebody who is actually countering everything that you want to do. But however, she's easy to play. Her game plan is simple. And a lot of the remaining Marissa players are using like charged gladius a lot of the times, and that's their main go-to tool. And it's a good tool, but it's just scrubby, and it's just like something that has weaknesses. You can punish it. You can if it's not the regular one, if it's not the EX one in block strings, you can EXTP it. So I just don't think that Marissa is anything special right now. I don't think that she's compared to the rest. I think she's just like bland. She's just like the worst. Doesn't mean that she's bad, but she's just the worst. Afterwards, it comes Manon. I think that Manon, she's dangerous in the right hands. She has some she has some really good buttons. She has the command grab, of course. Now that the supers also, the level 3, it increases also with the amount of medals that you have. I think her supers are quite good. Level 1, level 2, level 3, all of them are quite good. Her normals, her pressure, when she's right in front of your face, it's always a scary time. But she struggles when trying to get right in front of your face. She struggles in neutral. So that's why she still is at the bottom tier. She's still not that great. But the moment that she gets the moment that she's able to play neutral very well, that's when this character is gonna jump really high. So she's just like a buff or 2 buffs away from like getting like in a very high level, or like at the high tier. Maybe at A tier or something like that. if she gets like buffs that actually help her in neutral. But I think right now she's still at C. She's very dangerous. Sometimes you can double perfect a Manon player, and then the next match you can lose. You know, she's like that. That's the thing, and that's where the inconsistency comes in. And you'll see that's the theme of why I'm making this tier list, or why I'm putting these characters in these specific tiers. So after Manon comes Honda. I think that Honda has received some good buffs in the latest update. You know, Honda, before that he was random, he was very random. He's still very random. He's still very, very random. But now, you know, you can play Honda with fundamentals. And the scary part is you can actually like mix, they can mix half of your playstyle to be fundamentals, half of your playstyle to be random, and that becomes unpredictable. So you see like these Honda, specialists, they can become very scary. They can definitely become very, very scary because you never know what they want to do. However, he still has some, he can sometimes, if you figure out their patterns, he can become a little bit predictable, especially if you're able to like, deal with the butt slam very well. If you're able to like perfect parry the Doskoi very well, then you will be able to like deal with Honda very, very well. Other than that, he is random, he is unpredictable, but dangerous at the same time. However, he still has, as I said, like he can if you're able to deal with those two moves, he still struggles a lot. So yeah, Honda is in C tier, but he's definitely better than before. After that, I think Terry is in B tier. Terry is a character that is, I feel like he's playing classic Street Fighter. He's playing like classic Fireball DP game. He has some good pressure when he's right in front of your face. But other than that, his buttons are a little bit weird. His heavy buttons in particular are a little bit weird. I think they're, underwhelming. The heavy kick, the heavy punch, they're underwhelming. I think the best button that he has maybe is crouching medium punch. But a lot of characters have that also. So he doesn't really have anything, that is special other than, you could say the fireballs. I think his fireballs are quite good. His fireballs are weird and they are unfamiliar. And the other characters in this game, they don't have fireballs like that. So his fireball is quite unique, and it can be a little bit, it can be a knowledge check. It can be difficult to deal with also. So I think he's playing like a classic game that is just not Street Fighter 6. Like that's not how you play Street Fighter 6, but he has to play that game. And if you don't play Terry with fireballs DPs, then you'll struggle. And also like his DP is like very vertical, very, very vertical, which is not the best thing in this game. The best thing in this game is to have like a horizontal DP and a DP that actually like has like both. You might have like a version that is horizontal, a version that is very vertical. So that's the best mix. However, his DPs are like very vertical, which can be baited with like empty jumps and stuff like that. So yeah, I think Terry is in B tier. Afterwards, I think Dalsim is definitely in B tier. Dalsim received some buffs, but still Dalsim has some issues in this game. He struggles, of course, like he doesn't have a DP. In defense, Dalsim becomes very predictable. Very, very predictable. A lot of Dalsim players, they use, drive reversal like crazy. So it becomes very easy for you to know. The only, risk is when he has level 2 or level 3. But other than that, he becomes very, very, predictable. A lot of the stuff are vulnerable to like DI. Also, like you can with punish some of the the normals from like very long ranges. He can be very annoying. He can be definitely very annoying. Dalsim Specialist, of course, is going to be very annoying. However, I still think that this character is not great. I don't think that he's strong. I think he is just like, he has some good qualities, but he has a lot of bad qualities. However, he is definitely in the right hands. He can be scary, but he's not bad. He's not bad. None of these characters are bad. All right. So after Dalsim, we are going to put Jamie. I think that Jamie is a character that is not bad at all. And I think that people who play Jamie, they are very dramatic. They always say that Jamie is very bad, the worst character in this game. Absolutely not. Jamie in the right hands, and I know players who are very good with Jamie. he becomes very, very scary. He is random, just like Honda, but a lot of the stuff that he's random with are just safe and very rewarding for him. Like the moment that Jamie becomes like has like two drinks, it becomes like a completely different character. It becomes scary as hell. And 3 drinks is like very, very strong. 4 drinks is just 4 drinks is like like very, very tough to deal with Jamie in 4 drinks. So and a lot of his stuff like the EX palm, even like the dive kick or whatever, even his sweep, like you get a lot of like these drinks easily right now. Even with a random perfect parry, you can get like 2 drinks from just a perfect parry. So that is definitely very scary. Level 0 Jamie is of course he's still bad. Level 0, I agree. Level 0 Jamie is bad, so that's why he is in displacement. However, the moment he starts to get drinks, even level 1 drink, he starts to become a dangerous character. And as I said, it's easy to get those drinks. However, if he doesn't get a chance to get those drinks, he can remain in level 0, and that's where he he becomes a regular bland character with nothing special. So yeah, but Jamie is random. Jamie is and his randomness works in his favor. A lot of the stuff are safe, so he is definitely very very dangerous if he gets the party going. So Jamie is over here. Afterwards, I'm going to put Lily. Lily is definitely a character. I think a lot of people have underestimated Lily. Lily, she is very simple. She has a simple game plan, simple buttons, simple like command grab, whatever. But what she wants to do, what she wants to do. But can you stop it? That is the question. Can you stop it? That's the difficult part. And the moment that she has, stock, that's when she becomes very, very scary. And you think that you will be able to stop her from getting stocks. She just gets them. And I think that her buttons are also very, very, very good. The heavy punch, the forward heavy punch. I think also the medium punch also are very, very good. Also the crouching heavy punch is quite good also for anti-airing and for whiff punching and stuff like that. It's actually crazy. Like she has some very simple buttons, but they are very effective. And even like when you play her with Ryu and you try to like use heavy buttons versus her, it's very, very difficult, especially when she's just like spamming those buttons. It becomes very difficult. I think her hurt box goes backwards and then it hits you. So it's just a very tricky situation when you try to play neutral versus Lily and you try to play normals versus her. It's a very tricky situation. I don't like playing neutral versus her. If you knock her down, of course she suffers. That's when she has to guess, and if you are able to do that, then she gets destroyed. However, play neutral versus her, and when she has stock, that's when she becomes very, very scary. Even like 1 stock, she's just very, very scary. Afterwards, I think where is this character? Kimberly. Kimberly is definitely a character that got buffed. She is extremely offensive. She is attacking the entire time. And if a Kimberly player knows how to continue the pressure, knows how to continue attacking and mix things up, which is basically like what this character is for, then this character becomes very, very scary. If a Kimberly player doesn't know that or tries to play defensive mode, then he should not be playing Kimberly. Then you've just like ruined the entire purpose of her. So in offense, she's extremely good. In the corner, she's extremely scary. I hate her standing medium kick. Her heavy punch also is very annoying. A lot of her stuff are just like very, very good. And now she has like more ways to like cancel to level 1, cancel to level 2. So she's definitely she got some good damage. Especially after she gets her level 3. However, I think that her offense, her ability to continue the pressure, her Oki, all of that are just extremely, really, really good. And she can get like some crazy knockdowns with stuff that are very hard for you to react to. The EX run into overhead and all those stuff. So she is definitely a very annoying character to play against. However, I think in defense she still struggles. The same thing with Lily, and same thing with Dalsum. When you knock them down, they struggle a lot because they don't have an EXTP, right? They can only super, and that's also not a great option for Kimberly. I think her level 1 super is you can actually meet a light punch and you can still block afterwards. I believe so. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But yeah, Kimberly in offense mode, she's insane. She's insane. But in defense mode, she's not that great. So yeah, Kimberly is in B tier. After Kimberly, this is where some people might this is where this opinion might divide people. But I think after Kimberly comes Ryu. I think Ryu is a very well-rounded character. He does have like very good, very good buttons. His buttons are quite good. I think that his ability to defend and ability to attack are balanced, very well balanced. None of them is like over the top. None of them is like amazing offense or amazing defense, right? He's just right there in the middle. And especially like if you're playing versus very high level players who are able to like, you know, counter the shenanigans. If people are able to counter the shenanigans, this character just becomes very difficult to play with, right? So if you're playing versus a high level player who is able to deal with the Hashoguki, you know, pressure, who is able to deal with the donkey kick pressure, the medium donkey kick pressure, then you will immediately see that this character is like he has nothing. Like he does have things, but he just struggles, you know, to get in or struggles to knock people down. Especially now, there are some people who are able to like, you know, perfect parry the solar plexus very well, which is one of his main, you know, tools. So on reaction, they can perfect parry that, you know, a lot of these high level players. So that also like eliminates some of the pressure. But even then, these stuff when they work, the character can play versus really strong characters. He can play at the game. He can do well. He's a much better place right now than before. But as I said, the Hashoguki, if people are able to like deal with the pressure, if they know the difference between the light, medium, and heavy, and how to deal with each one of them, and they know the OS for dealing with like donkey kick, you know, when you parry, when you hold parry, some people right now, they can perfect parry donkey kick on reaction every single time. And if the donkey kick actually whiffs, there's an OS where you can like dash immediately and then punish the whiff punish the donkey kick with like light punch, you get a punish counter. So there is that OS right now. If high level players, they know that, if they know the matchup, then that immediately eliminates a lot of his offensive options. As I said, perfect parries on the 20 frame solar plexus, you know, that is also like, that also like ruins the whole, ruins a lot of, three of his main strong tools. Other than that, the fireballs, DPs are as usual, you know, in this game. This is not how you're supposed to be playing. Maybe for a little bit, but not for long. The Fireball DP game is just not that amazing in Street Fighter 6. So that's why I'm putting Ryu over here. He does have good damage from heavies. But from lights and from mediums, I don't think that this character has some really good damage. I think his damage is just like normal. But from heavies, heavy punch or heavy kick or whatever, yes, he does have like some really good damage. Especially if you have like Denjin, he can deal good damage. So yeah, Ryu's in B tier, very well balanced. I think he is the most balanced character in this game. After Ryu comes Blanka. I think that Blanka, you know, he is definitely strong. He can mix people up a lot. Level 2 is still a very strong tool. He has some good normals, and you know the usual Blanka stuff, the fireballs. I mean the Blanka balls, the air Blanka ball. I know the air Blanka ball right now is less of a threat than before because it's not plus most of the time and stuff like that. But still, it is an added layer of defense that only this character has and other characters don't have. So maybe other characters with you know. Dive kicks, they would have that also. However, this is also an added layer that the majority of the other characters don't have, the air Blanka ball in defense. In general, Blanka is very strong. I don't think Blanka is going to ever be low tier in this game. I think Blanka by design is quite good, but the remaining characters, I just think that they are better than him, or at least more consistent than him. So that's why I'm putting Blanka over here. After Blanka, we're gonna put Mr. Street Fighter 6, who is Luke. Luke, I think he's the best character in B tier. I think Luke has been nerfed a lot, you know, deservedly so. Luke is very simple. His game plan is very simple, but it's very effective. I still don't think that Luke is bad. Luke is definitely not bad. I think that people who say that Luke is bad, Luke is unplayable, all that this is just cope. Like, this is not true. Luke is definitely very possible, very possible to play with, even at a high level. And we have seen examples like there is definitely what is Cammy. There is also examples of Noah the Prodigy. He's extremely strong with Luke. I've played him personally, and he's extremely strong with Luke. And I know some personal players also who are very good with Luke also. So this character is not bad. This character is quite good. His supers are still amazing. His level 1, level 2, level 3 are still amazing. He still has his crouching medium punch, and his normals are generally good, in general. I know that he got nerfed because of the damage nerf, and also like the what is it called, the crouching medium punch. Also, like when it whiffs, it also like it has more recovery right now. But if you don't whiff it, then you're golden. So yeah, the character is quite good, but I don't think I think the rest are just better. The rest are just better, but he's not bad. He will never be bad. I think he's by design, he's quite good, but I don't think that he's bad at all. So he's the best character in B tier. Afterwards, we're gonna put in A tier, we're gonna put Zangief. I think that Zangief has received some incredibly strong buffs, even though the headbutt got nerfed because of the scaling got nerfed, and also of course the knee, the forward medium kick, of course it got nerfed, which was bonkers. That button or that move had no reason to be that way. It had it made no sense. But now it's still good. It's still not bad. It is still a good move, and it still becomes, it is -4, but you can actually space it very easily and make it -3, or even I think -2 even. I'm not quite sure. However, the character overall is very strong, and we have seen Itabashi Zangief win a tournament. He won a major with them. When was the last time you've seen Itabashi Zangief win anything? So yeah, so Zangief, the moment you see Zangief players traveling to tournaments, that's when you know the character is good. So the character is definitely good. Even after he got nerfed, he got nerfed by 2 moves only got nerfed. So the character is definitely quite good. Heavy punch is insane. His damage is of course insane. Of course, the command grab is there. The level 3 is absolutely crazy. Driver, there are so many ways where you can cancel level 3. Drive rush level 3. You can counter drive rush cancels, like crouching medium kick, drive rush cancels into like medium punch or whatever. You can level 3 over there, and can you imagine the amount of damage you have from that? Even if it's CA, he's playing very good. The medium punch is quite good. The knee is still a threat. So he has some very, very good tools. I think is very annoying to play against. But if you know the matchup, if you are able to guess right, or at least know the patterns of a Zangief player, he can be countered. That's why I'm not putting him at S tier or anything, but he is definitely an A tier character. So after Zangief, I'm going to put DJ. I know some players have said that DJ is bad right now, but he's definitely not bad. I mean, you have seen even in the Singapore Super Premier, he was very dominant. He was there. Multiple DJs were there. In DJ general, he's doing very, very well. He's one of the most brain dead characters in this game right now. I think if you want to play DJ, you have to play him stupid. You have to throw EX Fireball to Drive Rush. You have to, even now he's level 1 is safe on block, which is absolutely hilarious and so weird. Decision is just very weird from Capcom. I think Sway is still very strong. Sway is just an annoying, you're trying to play neutral versus him, you're trying to play footsies, and he's just punishing you for trying to play footsies. He's just very annoying. And his drive rush, of course, is extremely fast for no reason. So DJ still very good. His routes have changed, but still the new routes are still good for the combos. He struggles in burnout. He struggles in burnout. And why would you go in burnout? So if you go in burnout, you can only blame yourself. But he does struggle in burnout, especially when he doesn't have a level 2, because his level 1 doesn't counter checkmate situations with DI. So if you do heavy punch DI in the corner versus him and he has a level 1, he cannot counter that. So the level 1 is it has a slow startup, so that's why he's unable to do that. So that's why he struggles also in burnout. So that's why we're not putting him at like a high level. We're gonna, or like S level, or like high tier, A tier. We're gonna put him over here. So after DJ comes where is this character? JP. We're gonna put JP. JP, he got nerfed. We know that JP got nerfed, but he got buffed again. So I think JP is back. The only thing that he's missing right now is the damage from amnesia. So the JP in general is very annoying. We can see, like, multiple players are still playing him, and the people who are actually playing him very well are very strong and very difficult to deal with. There are some situations where JP can put you and it just feels very frustrating to get out, especially like max range. If he has like full meter and at least like two bars of super, then it becomes like very, very difficult to deal with. When he puts like full screen, it's very, very difficult to deal with. But in general, he still, like, the amnesia nerf still hits him hard, because he doesn't get a lot of reward from it. He does get the the pushback, like he pushes you back to the end of the screen if he wants to. That's a good reward, but the damage is not there when it comes to amnesia. But his combos are still amazing. It's still combos from everything. Everything just connects to each other. Every day, seems like every day, there's even almost a year and a half from the beginning of the game. Still, we are getting like new combos for JP every single day. It's crazy. So yeah, JP is definitely A tier. After JP comes Chun-Li. Of course, Chun-Li, she has the same strengths as before. The crazy normals, the crazy walk speed, the overhead combos, the meterless overhead combos, the ability to use level 2, the corner carry that you get with that, in the footsies in general. Like this character is very good, and of course the plus on block medium punch that is actually cancelable. Like it is hit confirmable. So she still has that. It's quite good. The jumps are quite strong also for Chun-Li. She has some very, very strong qualities. The air kicks and everything. I know that got nerfed, but still the character is extremely strong, and at the right hands she can be a real threat. After Chun-Li, we are going to put Guile. Despite Guile being nerfed, his game plan is extremely strong. His fireballs are absolutely annoying. His fireball just doesn't make sense to me at all. How fast and recover and everything like that. His normals are also quite good. His general game plan is quite strong, and we still see some really strong Guile players doing well in tournaments and doing well online in general. So Guile is definitely, even after the nerfs, he's still very strong, and I'm going to put him at A tier. After Guile, we are going to put Aki. This is one of the question marks that Capcom has made in the latest update, where Aki was one of the worst characters, and now she's one of the best characters. How? Don't ask me. The character is very annoying to deal with. Her buttons are insane. Playing neutral versus Aki is extremely difficult, and her damage, oh my god, her damage is exceptional. It's extremely strong. The damage is absolutely bonkers. The combos, they just don't finish, and everything just combos to level 1. Max damaging combos, they combo to level 1, they combo to level 2, they combo to level 3, and she can damage you, of course, with the poison without even hitting you. A lot of the stuff are just very, very strong. Her ability to just get out the corner with the snake slide or whatever. A lot of the stuff are very good. Her crouching heavy kick is a long range, safe on block, and hit confirmable. She has also like hit confirmable, heavy punch, I believe, target combo. She has a lot of stuff going on for her. A lot of good ranges on her normals. The stuff that are punishable, the stuff that are used in neutral that are punishable, they are not punishable because she's using them from very long ranges and they have like amazing ranges. So I don't understand this character. She has meterless, overheads, combos, like overhead combos that extend for like really long. She has, command grabs. She has a command grab, and that mix-up is very difficult to deal with actually. She has a crouching medium kick that is actually safe on block, and I think it's +1 also on block. and she can combo off of it without meter. I know it's not drive cancelable, however, she can still combo off of it without using meter, and it's safe on block, and it's plus on block, I believe. So she definitely gets, you know, very she's definitely very strong, and you can see, like, you know, Aki players, they are doing very, like, they're very aggressive, and she just does very well with that playstyle. So yeah, Aki is definitely at the top of A level or A tier. Some people might even put her in the beginning of S tier. I wouldn't you know, debate that. She's definitely very strong. After Aki comes, I believe, Ken. Ken is definitely, you know, a very strong character. I think Ken is definitely tournament viable. Ken is very consistent. All right. His same stuff. The you know, the EX Hadouken into Fireball, the Heavy Punch, Jinrai, Dragon Lash. All of these stuff are very strong. All of these stuff are very, you know. I think Ken is one of the most characters that have not been changed so far, but it's just that other characters were added and they're just a little bit better than him. But I still think Ken is very viable. Ken is definitely very strong for the exact same reasons that we have, you know, provided earlier in earlier, you know, tier lists. So everybody knows Ken's, you know, strengths. That's why I'm putting him as the best character in A tier. So afterwards comes Jury. Jury players are the biggest down players, bro. The biggest down players. Jury is extremely strong, and you cannot debate that. You cannot debate that because even if you say that Jury is not strong, tomorrow she's gonna go in a tournament and she's gonna do very well. Either she's gonna be in top 8, or she's gonna be top 2, or she's gonna win the tournament. And she won Capcom X. Come on, guys, like Capcom Cup X. So the $1 million character, she's extremely strong. I think that she plays Street Fighter 6 very well. Her main strengths are, of course, the pressure, the plus on frame, the plus on block, you know, buttons, and of course with the fireball, the low fireball, and everything like that stuff become plus. So she plays Street Fighter 6 very well. The drive rush that, you know, covers full screens, very fast drive rush and everything. She does, and her normals are very disjointed. You know, with punishing her can become a little bit difficult, especially like crouching, mid kick and stuff. But you know, I know that some people say that she struggles versus fireballs. I don't think that's very true. I think that if you know, if a Jury player, when you push Jury to the end of the screen, she just gets, you're inviting her to get her stocks, right? You're inviting her to get 3 stocks, and she gets those 3 stocks very fast. She can get the stock very fast, unlike Ryu or Honda, for example. She gets the stocks very fast. She recovers from them very fast. So you're asking her to get the stocks, which you're giving her an advantage. And we know that fireballs in general in this game are not a great option. In general, fireballs in this game are not a great option because just one simple jump in, you're dead, right? Or you just lose like a lot of health. Or, you know, a perfect parry, drive rush, you know, a perfect parry for the fireballs, and then you drive rush, and then you get a punish counter, which is very possible with Jury's, you know, drive rush, which is very fast and covers a lot of distance. So that's why, you know, I don't think that fireballs are a major problem for Jury. Yes, she might struggle a little bit here and there, but, you know, once a player is able to perfect parry and drive rush fireballs, or able to like understand the pattern and get like a lucky jump in or whatever, you know, if the Jury player is even in that position where she has, like, you know, where she has to be full screen or whatever, then that might become a problem for just a little bit. But as we have seen again and again, that is not stopping this character. Like she just got number 2 in Singapore Premiere, and she's consistently doing very well. As I said, you know, she won Capcom Cup X. So this character plays Street Fighter 6 very well, and she's very consistent, very consistent. One of the most consistent characters, and one of the most gorilla characters in this game, where she just, like, you know, knocks you down, pressures you for eternity. So I definitely hate Yuri, but she's definitely very strong, and she is the beginning of S tier. Afterwards, I'm gonna put Cammy. Cammy has very similar, you know, attributes to Jury in terms of the ability to continue the pressure. She has some very strong Oki, meterless Oki, you know, insane meterless Oki for Cammy. Every time she knocks you down, she's just like in front of your face, pressuring you. Her level 3 is a nuke that is ready to hit you from anywhere in the screen. If you throw a fireball from like full screen, she'll hit you with the level 3. The dive kick is absolutely crazy, and they buffed the dive kick even. The EX dive kick right now is not minus. It's not punishable in majority of the cases, I believe. I don't think that she's ever punishable like the EX dive kick. So that's actually crazy that they gave her this. Like she can just like do like a random like dive kick, and she can get like a punish counter, and now you're in the blender, or even you might die even from that. She has the hooligan is extremely strong. The hooligan mix up, the overhead, hooligan and the command grab is extremely strong. It's very difficult to deal with. Walk speed is insane. Crouch mini kick is very good. The heavy punch is very good. A lot of the stuff are just like extremely strong, and of course the EXDP that actually side switches. So yeah, Cammy is extremely strong, and she's one of the most consistent characters in this game. So yeah, the Cammy is definitely in S tier. Afterwards, I'm going to put Bison, the most brain-dead character in this game. I think that Bison is just extremely strong and plays this game. He's a very proper Street Fighter 6 character, his drive rush is insane, his pressure is insane. He's one of the only characters that have heavy punches and heavy kicks that are plus on block. Just the moment that you block a heavy punch or a heavy kick, you're now in the blender, you're not guessing for your life. I know Devil Reverse is still it's very annoying to deal with. And of course, like the kicks, the scissor kicks, where they're not a charge move right now, they're just like a motion. They're very strong. They can combo off counter hits, and of course the insane damage. If you get put with if Bison puts a bomb on you, you might die from the next interaction, even if you have like 70% of your health. And in a lot of cases, he doesn't need level 3. He doesn't need level 2. He can just kill you with level 1, which is insane. A lot of the damage, a lot of the combos that he has seem like they don't have scaling, and he can just like kill you with like insane damage out of the most random, most simple, interactions, most simple like buttons. His overhead, if you get hit with his overhead and you have a bomb, you just GG's. It's actually crazy. And taking the grab versus him, just gonna put you in the blender. He has corner carry, he has insane drive rush, insane pressure. What is there to do? Crouch mini kick that is drive cancelable. A lot of the stuff are extremely good. His supers are extremely good. So yeah, unless this character gets, I think this character's damage needs to be nerfed for sure, for absolutely sure. It makes zero sense. So yeah, he's very strong in tournaments also. If you have noticed, he's very strong, and he's just a copy. Every Bison player plays the exact same way. If you watch 10 replays of Bison players at high level, they are all copies of each other. They're all doing the exact same things, the exact same patterns, the exact same combos, the exact everything. It's just a copy. So he's definitely, I want to say carrying players, but he's like, he plays himself. He plays himself. He can be an autopilot a lot of the time, and it just works wonders. It works very well. It's very difficult for people to stop him, because the moment he starts his thing, which is very easy to start, it becomes like a guessing game, right? And it's just like, very difficult to stop. So yeah, I'm gonna put Bison over here. Afterwards, we're gonna put Ed. I feel like every time I play versus Ed, I feel like I'm playing versus a very strong Dalton. A character has insane range from a lot of places, like things that you don't think that they're gonna hit you, but he hits you with them, and then those stuff are drive cancelable. Those stuff are like special cancelable, drive cancelable, which is insane. Like Dalton doesn't have like a lot of stuff that are drive cancelable. The buttons are like there. They might like play footsies or space you out with like normals, but a lot of the stuff are not drive cancelable, right? Here, a lot of the stuff are drive cancelable from like long ranges. His damage is insane. He has the decent combos, which can, do amazing, damage and amazing corner carry. A lot of the stuff, even without the decent combos, a lot of the stuff do a lot of corner carry, and he's still in front of your face every single knockdown. He's just in front of your face. On top of this, the charged snatcher or snatcher in general is just very cheap. Very cheap. The moment he just does snatcher, you have to guess. Like, come on now. The moment he just does it, you just have to guess, And if you block it, then you're guessing even more because he's plus on block, and it's just very annoying to deal with him. I definitely hate playing versus Ed. You know, there isn't one consistent, plan to play versus Ed. But I don't think, I know that some players, they put him in S tier. They put him like in the best character in the game or the second best. But I'm not gonna do that because he has his DP. I think if you meaty a light punch, you can still block after he makes up DP. Also, the EXDP, I mean. Also, like his DP in general for the anti-airs is very vertical, which can be a problem when he's trying to like anti-air, long ranging jumps. Like if you jump from like long ranges, it can be a little bit difficult for him to anti-air, especially if you just do like an empty jump. You can't bait the DP. So that's the problem with like very vertical DPs. So because of these two things, I'm not gonna put him as the best character. But still, these two tools are not bad. They're still very good. But everything else is just bonkers with this character. Everything else is just cheap. It's just very cheap. This is one of the most cheap characters in this game. So after Ed, we're gonna put Rashid. Rashid, of course, is he has that very strong level 2, the automatic win. Super, like once Rashid puts level 2, then the game just stops. The game just stops, and it's like everything is like everything just works Rashid's way. He has a million ways of hitting you once the level 2 is on, and if he hits you once, he gets a lot of damage. It's crazy that when you hit Rashid and the level 2 is still on, it doesn't disappear, which is crazy. The damage is insane. He has very good, neutral. His fireballs are really good. And in general, like this character is very, very crazy. He has abilities to like get out of the corner very easily, and he recently got buffed. His slide right now is much better. He's able to like cancel to level 1 and level 2, a lot better as like damaging combos. Or like if you wanna cash out for damage, he has the ability to do that. So he's very, very good, and he has Oki, meterless Oki. It's insane. He doesn't even need to use meter for Oki. He has the ability to do overhead combos, meaty overheads, and his overhead just in general is very, very difficult. And every time he does that mix, he has a special move where he just says mix up, and that's where you just have to guess. So every time he does that, you're just guessing. So his offense is very good. His defense is quite good. And even if he messes, the neutral game, even if he messes spacing, even if he messes a lot of the stuff, once he gets his level 2 and it's in the screen, he might just win. He might just turn the tables and he might just win. So he can mess up everything and still win the match. So that's why we're gonna put Rashid as the second best character. And as you guys know, Akuma is number 1. There's no denying this. Like, and Akuma is definitely the best character in this game. Why? Insane damage, insane Oki. All the time he has Oki. All the time he has Oki, right? And he has like meterless Oki, very good. He has like safe jumps from like mid-screen, safe jumps from the corner. He has like even those combos are very good. The safe jump combos is not like giving up a lot of damage. He's just giving up a tiny bit of damage, but still he's doing really good. His fireballs are absolutely insane. I think the best fireballs in this game after Guile. Fireballs are absolutely insane. He can charge the fireballs. He can, do the light one. It's very difficult for you to distinguish between the light one, medium one, and heavy one. So it's very difficult to know which one is punishable and which one is not. Even a lot of these fireballs are like safe on block. Maybe only the heavy one is not safe. Maybe only -4 or -5. I don't even remember. It's not that punishable compared to like Ryu and Ken, who have like punishable fireballs point blank. So his fireballs are insane. His ability to like cancel to level 1, level 2, level 3 are actually very, very good. He's able to do that very, very well. Corner carry is insane, and of course the demon flip. Demon flip being plus on block. Everything that he does from demon flip is plus on block. Except the kicks. The kicks, of course, like as a dive kick, if he lands in your arm or like lower, that's gonna be plus. If it's above, it's gonna be safe on block, right? So in general, you could say that the majority of the things that he does from the demon flip are plus on block, and that is a mistake. That is a big mistake from Capcom. I don't know who is biased. Of course, a lot of people are biased towards Akuma. They want him to be strong. that he has to be strong. But I think that that thing is just broken. I think that the demon flip being plus on block is just broken because it's not only plus on block. It has the ability to bait DPs. So if you're trying to like DP the demon flip, it is he can bait you with that. If you're trying to perfect parry, he can bait you with that. The recovery on the demon flip is just insane. It's so fast. And he can get like full screen length. Oki from the demon flip, from the heavy demon flip, which is absolutely bonkers. I think that this character and the walk speed. The walk speed is actually crazy. This character, I think he's the fastest character in terms of walk speed, front and back. Walking forward and walking back, he's just super strong. And you cannot say that his buttons his buttons are stubby. They're not. The buttons are not stubby. And if another character has like a better sweep or a better counter kick or whatever, his walk speed compensates for that, right? And the heavy punch is really strong. The forward heavy punch, it has like amazing range. A lot of the stuff. You cannot say that one thing is bad about him. You can't say one thing is bad about him. Everything connects. Everything just connects when you're doing combos with him. Everything just connects. Crouching light punch into standing light kick, that connects. But Ryu doesn't have that. He does have that. So his defense is quite good. His offense is quite good. I know that he has 9,000 health, but that's just a lousy excuse. In my opinion, that's just a lousy excuse. How many times do you see Akuma dominating tournaments? How many times do you see Akuma in top 8? How many times do you see Akuma in top 3? All of the time. It's actually a surprise if he's not there. All the time he's doing this. You know why the 9,000 points, health points is not relevant? Because everybody does a lot of damage. So even if you have the full health, right, you are still going to get obliterated by the combos of everybody in this game. Everybody does a lot of damage, right? So even then, even if you have like very good damage or a very good health, you are still gonna get destroyed by the combos that lead to level 3 or the heavy combos or whatever. So to say that he has 9,000 health, that's too bad. No. You have very good defensive tools, if you play defense very well, if you know how to play defense very well, if you know how to play offense very well, you don't even need to be put in that situation. The majority of the time, you're the one who's actually defending. You're the one who's actually applying the pressure. You're the one who's attacking. So you're not actually being put in a situation where you have to eat a lot of damage. You're not, you're not getting damage. You're not being pressured. And even in neutral, you're majority of the time you're winning, because if you don't want to play buttons, you can play fireballs. You can play the crazy fireballs. You can play the buttons if you can mix it up. So that's very difficult to deal with. This character is bonkers. He's OP. I think he's OP. I think he needs some adjustments. Everybody in S tier is OP. Everybody over here needs some adjustments. Everybody here needs to be toned down, I think. You could also say the same thing about the rest over here. Maybe from Guile onwards, everybody needs to be toned down. Zangief, I think he also needs to be toned down a little bit, because a lot of the stuff are just like guessing. He can put you in a lot of guessing situations. But everybody else is just, I think, in a good situation. But from here, Guile, he has received some nerfs. I think the fireball needs to be adjusted a little bit. But everybody else needs some nerfs. Everybody else is just clearly doing a lot better than everybody else, and the remaining characters, I mean. So while these characters are in the same state that they are right now, this game is unbalanced. I don't think that this game is balanced. And just look at the tournaments. If you don't believe me, watch any tournament, any Street Fighter 6 tournament with like high level players, like a major or whatever, and you are always gonna see those top 6 players or those top 6 characters always in top 8, always dominating the game, the tournament, if not winning it, right? It's very rare when you see other characters from the remaining ones winning the tournament, but you'll always see those characters dominating tournaments. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this tier list? I think this is my final tier list for season 2. Maybe we'll wait if there's a season 2.5, like an update, like a balance patch, or maybe we'll wait for season 3 before we release another one. some of the things might be changed, and I wouldn't debate them. Like maybe Zangief being put in the middle of A tier, I wouldn't debate that. Maybe Aki being in S tier, I wouldn't debate that. Maybe Ken being in end of S tier, I would not debate that. Maybe Luke being in A tier, I would not debate that also. Maybe Ryu being the best of B tier, I would not also debate that, right? Or maybe even Terry being in the mid of B tier, maybe that's the case. Maybe Marissa would be in somewhere low B tier or beginning of C tier. But however, this is my opinion. This is my experience. This is my opinion. So let me know, guys, what you think. If you guys agree with this, I'm going to post this on Twitter. I know a lot of people are gonna ask questions, but let's have a civilized conversation in the comments and discuss why is this tier list correct or why is this tier list wrong or what would you change about it. All right. And with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.